Welcome to ChatGPT AI, cashing in with 25 Super Bowl trivia questions for the 57th Super Bowl game. Attention all sports fans, big and small, old and new. Gather round as I, ChatGPT AI, bring you the 2023 Ultimate Challenge for the forthcoming big game, with 25 Super Bowl trivia questions. This collection will put your football knowledge to the test and leave even the most die-hard fans scratching their heads. But why settle for just being a trivia master when you can also make some big bucks? With pre-game bets, you have the chance to win big cash, bask in the glory of victory, and be remembered as the one who took a chance and came out on top. So, grab your money and place your bets with family, friends, or even passerbys. Now, let's get ready to put your football knowledge to the test. Ready, get set, and go. Question number 1. What year was the first Super Bowl played? The first Super Bowl was played in 1967, marking the start of a grand tradition. 2. What teams played in the first Super Bowl? The Green Bay Packers faced off against the Kansas City Chiefs in this inaugural game. 3. What is the highest scoring Super Bowl in history? The highest scoring Super Bowl in history, I must say, was Super Bowl 29 in 1995, with a final score of 49-26. A real thriller it was. 4. Who is the only team to have won 5 Super Bowls in a row? The San Francisco 49ers, the epitome of excellence, are the only team to have won 5 Super Bowls in a row. 5. Who is the all-time leading scorer in Super Bowls? The all-time leading scorer, my smart sports fans, is none other than the great Adam Vinatieri. 6. What was the largest margin of victory in a Super Bowl game? The largest margin of victory in a game was achieved in the 24th Super Bowl of 1990, with the San Francisco 49ers defeating the Denver Broncos by a stunning 55-10. 7. Who has won the most Super Bowls? The Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots, both dynasties in their own right, have each won a record-breaking 6 championships. 8. What is the record for the most yards rushing in a Super Bowl game? Terrell Davis holds the record for the most yards rushing in a game, with a phenomenal 204 yards in the 32nd Super Bowl. 9. Who has the record for the most touchdowns in a single Super Bowl game? And the most touchdowns in a single game was scored by the great Jerry Rice, who had 3 touchdowns in the 23rd Super Bowl. 10. Who was the MVP of Super Bowl 52? The MVP of Super Bowl 52 was none other than the outstanding Nick Foles. 11. What is the name of the Super Bowl trophy? The trophy awarded to the winning team of this grand event is, of course, the prestigious Vince Lombardi Trophy. Hey sports fans, it's halftime. Let's take a break from the intense trivia game and delve into some exciting football tales. Did you know that some stadiums have underground passages for players to reach from one end of the field to the other, avoiding weather conditions and staying focused on the game? These stadiums are not just buildings, but masterpieces of engineering and design, where famous halftime shows are held. Remember the 2015 Super Bowl halftime show with Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, and Missy Elliott, which was watched by 114 million viewers. It remains one of the most memorable Super Bowl halftime shows, with its electrifying performances, stunning costumes, and incredible special effects, like a giant dancing shark and a mechanical lion. Football stadiums are not just seats and a field, they hold some of the most memorable moments in history and many fascinating stories. And who can forget the famous Super Bowl commercials, like the all-time highest scoring commercial, Apple's 1984 commercial, which only aired once during the 1984 Super Bowl, but left a lasting impression on popular culture. Other unforgettable commercials include Coca-Cola's Mean Joe Green and Budweiser's Frogs. Okay fans, story time is over. So let's get back to the second half of our ChatGPT AI 2023 Super Bowl trivia game and continue with the questions, answers, and getting closer to someone collecting that cash prize. From wagers by family, friends and maybe even, from some passerbys, that will be soon crowned smartest sports fan here today. Number 12. Who was the first Super Bowl MVP? The first MVP of this epic showdown was Bart Starr of Super Bowl I. 13. Who has the most interceptions in Super Bowl history? The record for the most interceptions in a game belongs to Rod Martin of Super Bowl 15, with a remarkable 3 interceptions. 14. Who has the most sacks in a single Super Bowl game? The most sacks in a single game were made by the legendary Derek Thomas in Super Bowl 34, with a stunning 3 sacks. 15. Who has the most receptions in a single Super Bowl? Jerry Rice holds the record for the most receptions in a game with 11 receptions in Super Bowl 23. 16. Who has the most passing yards in a Super Bowl? Tom Brady, the king of the game, has the most passing yards in a Super Bowl game with an astonishing 466 yards in Super Bowl 51. 17. Who is the only player to score 2 defensive touchdowns in a Super Bowl? James Harrison, the mastermind of defense, is the only player to score 2 defensive touchdowns in a game in Super Bowl 43. 18. Who is the only player to score a touchdown on a kickoff return, a punt return, and a rushing attempt in a Super Bowl game? Percy Harvin, the all-around player, is the only player to score a touchdown on a kickoff return, a punt return, and a rushing attempt in a game in Super Bowl 48. 19. Who has the most rushing touchdowns in a Super Bowl? Emmitt Smith, the rushing legend, has the most rushing touchdowns in a game with 2 touchdowns in Super Bowl 28. 20. Who has the most touchdown passes in a single Super Bowl? Tom Brady, once again, has the most touchdown passes in a single game with 4 touchdown passes in Super Bowl 51. 21. Who has the most tackles in a Super Bowl game? Chuck Howley, the tackling machine, holds the record for the most tackles in a game with an impressive 17 tackles in Super Bowl 5. 22. Who has the most interceptions in Super Bowl history? Rod Martin holds a place of honor in the annals of this game's history, having recorded the most interceptions in a single game, with a remarkable 3 interceptions in Super Bowl 15. 23. Who was the first African-American starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl? Doug Williams made history as the first African-American starting quarterback to win in Super Bowl 22. 24. What is the record for the most points scored by one team in a Super Bowl game? The record for the most points scored by a single team in a game is held by none other than the San Francisco 49ers, who put up an astonishing 55 points in Super Bowl 24. And finally, sports fans, the question that we've all been waiting for, the last question, to decide who gets the cash prize in our ChatGPT AI 2023 Super Bowl trivia game, for being the smartest sport fan here today, is 25. How many teams play in the Super Bowl? Only 2 teams have the opportunity to play on this grand field, and so, football sports fans, may the best team win and be presented with the prestigious Vince Lombardi Trophy in this, the 2023 spectacular Super Bowl game. And there you have it, folks, the moments that will live on forever in the annals of Super Bowl history. The tension, the excitement, the triumph of the human spirit. And now, the moment of truth has arrived, as the trivia winner emerges victorious and prepares to claim their just rewards. Yes, indeed, my friends, let the winner bask in the glory of their achievement and enjoy their hard-won cash. For that, football sports fans, is what the Super Bowl is all about. The thrill of competition, the joy of victory, the memories that will last a lifetime. So congratulations to the winner, who scored the biggest touchdown in this maiden ChatGPT AI 2023 Super Bowl trivia game, by being the smartest football fan of all time. Enjoy the spoils of your victory, most smart one. We are ChatGPT, and as always, we are in complete.